Hey, Carissa, if you are still watching, I have the volume off because they're going through driver's briefing. I started the stream probably a little bit earlier on accident, but you will have volume when we go. When everything goes back to normal. So none of y'all sound is messed up. I'm just in the driver's briefing for the Discord, so that's why you can hear. That's why you can't hear anything at all. All of you are perfectly fine in your settings. And we are live from Daytona International Speedway. We're doing another HSR money race today. So we will have a field of roughly 23 cars in this too, so it's a pretty good sized field here. So a lot of cars. That's definitely going to help the payout for people. They're looking to join this. And this is being broadcasted on currently two different places. If you're watching on Facebook, you're seeing this from Ghost League. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're seeing this currently from Ghost Racing Network. If you all have anybody who wants to watch, make sure to share it to them. Get them out there. We're trying to definitely grow this channel. So any help, it can be appreciated if y'all can get out here. As we're going to watch a little bit of the qualifying for these cars. Qualifying at Daytona, it's kind of a toss-up. You really don't know, where you want to be exactly because cars are just everywhere. It's such a draft-heavy track. It's almost like it just doesn't matter half the time. But we'll watch the 51. Looks like he's going to be coming up to his first lap, I believe, as we have Justin Rideout set the top time. We still got a lot of cars that have not gone to take theirs. As Hubbard will go bottom of the board. Look at Rideout, who's probably done with his qualifying lap here. Still got a little bit of this course stuff to sort through. Because I'll probably end up pulling in a person who does win qualifying. This is only a 5-minute qualifying, so people got to get out there relatively fast. Looks like there's probably gonna be a good amount of people in here that are gonna wait for it. Not really kind of jump out there and do anything drastic, as he's really cutting that track down as much as he can. I'm hoping I got everything set up correctly this time, because I switched microphones about through the other one halfway across the room because I was done with it. We'll look at Hubbard still on the lap. Look at the 89 car, Trevor Oceanroth. That is a very foreign name. The Rideout still going to be on top of the board, but Oceanroth will go second. PJ is going to go third right now currently. Looks like we've got some cars that are now coming onto the track. We'll look at Kerry Whitaker. Is it Whittaker or Whitaker? Because I knew somebody that went to school that was Whitaker. I'm guessing it's Whittaker. You can clear that up for me, Carissa. We'll watch him do his qualifying laps here. But he's one of 3 other cars that are on the track right now, setting their qualifying times. I believe everybody else, is going to kind of wait here. All right, I don't really want to set a time. I'm going to go everywhere for it. Okay, so he's setting a decent pace right now. Probably going to end up trying to hug the bottom as much as he can. Yeah, he is trying to hug the bottom. Let's see what he gets here for his time. Right out still on top of the board, though. He comes to line it, see what he gets here. That's going to put him 9th on the board, 50.79. Times are all close together except for the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. But he's on his 2nd lap right now. Everybody here, when you run your qualifying lap, you're probably going to be stuck to the ground most of the time. It's like that was the end of qualifying here, so I'll bring up the grid right now for you all. So let me pull it up here. Oh. We'll look at Justin Rideout will get 1st. Trevor Ostenroth will be 2nd. PJ Littrell Jr. will be 3rd. Darius Sells will be 4th. 5th, Brendan Pratt. 6th, Nathan Harper. 7th, Peyton Hubbard. 8th, Kenneth Stamper. 9th, Kerry Whittaker. 10th, Brian Bussard. 11th, Danny Eshelman. 12th, Ron Morris Jr. 13th, Rick Seenbrons. Go down a little bit for y'all to see this. 14th, Ian Martin. 15th, Braxton DeWeese. 16th, Brandon Holder. 17th, Casey Saltek. 18th, Dale Adamson. 19th, Brad Neard. 20th, James Mayer. 21st, Mark Mann. 22nd, Andrew Cezanto. 23rd, Derek Rayleigh. And 24th, Michael Eckhart here. That will give you all your starting lineup. I will go and look at the leader. So the leader's still waiting just a little bit to load in here. Yeah, he does have time. So see if he is in the Discord. We're trying to get a little bit of this stuff sorted out still. We're trying to get in the Discord here a little bit. Oh, why? So he's still not loaded in here. He's loading here now. There he is, 40 car. Took him a little bit just to load in, but he's in here now. This is going to be a 70 lap race, and I could see definitely some pit stops that are going to come and be a huge factor here. See, Daytona is... it's a big track. It's not short at all. And, you know, key is staying in the draft. You want somebody to help you. You want somebody to be pushing you the whole time. Because if you fall out of the draft, well, you might go a lap down. Because this is the whole speed difference is just way too much. I mean, people will just blow by you like you're sitting there. I believe I haven't even given y'all my name. My name is Bryce Copeland. I'm doing this for y'all. And I'm doing a little bit more some more races for HSR in the future, too. See what happens here. Now, at this track, or at these tracks too especially, this is where the flat ends of the Ford and some of the Toyotas sometimes will definitely shine because they can really shove each other, because the Chevys have just that slightly pointed end and they can't really line up directly with it, because if you line up barely off, you're going to spin that car in front of you. So I'll see look for some different people, you know, to kind of shine here every now and then. But it really is who can work the best together and keep a draft partner. We'll watch the 40 here and then bring him to the line. They'll lead him to green. He'll have PJ behind him. The 89 will have Darius Sells on his bumper to give him a shove. We're going to wait to enter the restart zone. The 40 is going to go. He's going to get a decent jump. PJ is going to be falling shortly behind him. 89 got a huge jump, but he's got no help behind him. The 40 is going to get out to a good lead. They're already switching. Somebody's already in the wall early on. That's not good for whoever that was. We're going to go clean off the start. Stays basically 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. 40 continues to lead. Someone's getting a huge shove. That 8 car is all over that 89. See, you saw him coming off the corner. Who is that? The 89 and the 5, actually. Excuse me. They were really shoving each other. The 40's going to continue to lead. See if he'll lead lap 1. I don't see too many people making drastic moves here early on in the race. Just kind of, okay, let's just ride around, stay there. They do have a fast repair this race, though. They will have to keep that in mind if they need to use it. The 40 is going to lead that very first lap here. The 5's getting a little antsy, kind of looking outside of the 89. Maybe just trying to get air on. Overheating can be an issue, especially if you're shoving really hard at this track. Look at them go down the backstretch here. Collected every single driver, not really making too many drastic moves. That 40 or 24 is going to get a little bit loose and have to go down just a little bit. As we look at the 6 here, up front, about 4th car in line on the bottom lane. 89 staying tough though, getting with help of the 5 and the 8 and the 10 all lined up. On these super speedways, if you can get a certain amount of cars lined up in that middle lane, you can get a good shove. Surprisingly, it's just that bottom lane turning so much, you're scrubbing off speed, but you don't realize it. But if they can't stay organized, they're not going to get a good shove up here. It seems like they're still pretty even. They've got a pretty even split of cars. There's some cars that are falling back just a little bit. They're not too far back. Maybe out of the races. They're going 3 wide already. The 8 or 89 is going to be put 3 wide between the 51. Oh, there's going to be a crash. 89 to the 51 collects the 6. That's a huge wreck. On lap 3, that's going to collect. Oh, whoa. The 51 just got shot into orbit. After that, that was a huge wreck there. We'll see what happened. Gosh, that was a huge crash. I'll go through here and see what happened. I was kind of, trying to look at multiple screens here. Look at a chopper view. That will take out a lot of drivers and make them have to use their fast repair here. We'll watch what happens on this. Looks like they're going to go 3 wide. The 89, the 5's getting a shove from the 8. 5 comes down just a little bit into the 89. 5 into the wall. 8 gets into it. 89 comes and clips the 51 in front of the 6 and the 16. See if that 10 sneaks by. Oh, that 10's going to hit the side of the 55. That's going to collect. Looks like 7 cars. The 7's going to get into it. That's 8 cars now. The 11 and the 4. See if they make it through. We'll watch the 51 get shot into orbit here. I don't know how he went this high. As he is gone. He's gone. Out of orbit for him. That'll end up using a lot of fast repairs for people in this race really early on. Not gonna be a lot of happy people here. They has heavy damage as we're already gonna have some pit stops. The 24 is gonna fake him out actually. He's gonna stay out. He looks like he's gonna be the only car that stays up as everybody else is coming down pit road. Every car. 6, 46, 7. Everybody's coming down pit road. Some are probably going to have to use their fast repair. With the damage that they have, especially if they have spoiler damage, because if you have it here, you are not going to be in for a good night at all. Everybody's coming off pit road. As you can see, some cars have already used it. people in here. Let's see. Who's in the Discord that I can pull? I might wait just a little bit. Only 3 laps in. 5 laps in, excuse me. They'll put PJ to the lead, but the biggest mover this race so far is a 12 of Brad Neer. He is up 14 spots from where he qualified. Actually, excuse me, it's Michael Eckhart who's up 15 spots from his qualifying position. He's running his HSR paint scheme. I believe HSR does money races Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's like some cars are reporting as out, but I do not think they are. Let's just make sure. Yeah, they're not out. They're still in the pits. He has heavy front end damage. He better hope that is not damaging his engine at all. Cannot have any RPM drops here. Might be saving his fast repair though. A little bit later in the race. It is only 5 laps into a 70 lap race, so you can maybe do something with that. It just really depends. Back to green, it will probably be, I say roughly 8 laps to go if I had to guess. It will be PJ leading them back to green, Justin Rideout second, Ron Morris third, up 20 spots, Michael Eckhart, Danny Eshelman fifth, Ricky Seabrand, I believe he's a late joiner, Rick Seabrand sixth, Mark Mann seventh, James Mayer eighth, ninth Brandon Holder, and 10th Brad Neer. And there's some people coming in here pitting a little bit late. Looks like they might be playing a little bit of fuel strategy here early on. That can be a big role at this track, especially. For you all who are watching, is this a good volume balance? Because I'm not really sure. If you can, just say something. If something else needs to be turned up, I can turn it up for you all. Like, lights are out on the pace car. They're going to come green this time by, as the whole field's really not heavily bunched up. Look at PJ here is going to lead to green. I'm guessing most of the field is probably having to catch up to the whole. Yeah, they are having to catch up to the whole pack. PJ is going to lead him to green. Green flag's in the air. He's going to get a decent jump. PJ though, he's not going to have much help behind him. So he might So he might be trying to take the lead by himself, but PJ's got help from the 76 of Morris pushing him. He's got no help, so PJ's probably going to take the lead easy here. He's still trying to side draft him though, being tough on him. You see that 76 is moving all over him, trying to shove him down that backstretch. He's moving, just trying to find that air, shoving him as hard as he can. Put PJ to the lead. Look at the 5 and 7 back here. 7 has heavy rear end damage though. Looks like they're pretty even throughout the field. Looks like bottom lane's going to start trying to form though. We're just having a little bit of a connection issue. That looks like the flat out to drive. He's going to start dropping like a rock if he cannot get in line with everyone else. We've got a pack forming back here though. These cars back here that they pitted, tried to fix their damage. They're all just kind of running together. This will help them a little bit. I'll keep them at least in touch with the front pack for a while, but it's not going to keep them there forever though. Is that middle lane starting to form though? They've only got 3 cars, but with that middle lane at these super speedways, it's just got something with it. If you get a small amount of cars with you, you can really do something there. He's coming back on PJ. That 16's working with them. 76 is still shoving the 24 though, so it's going to be a little bit hard to get by him. That cars with them, 5 cars now. As here comes that 40 though. That middle lane, it's just something with that lane that just can't be beat sometimes. I don't know what it is, it's just once they line up here, you can really get a shove. That 40 is going to start challenging the 24 for the lead. He just got to choose here. Does he defend or does he just let him go on by? As that 40 is going to side draft him hard. They almost touched it. That 76 is still trying to shove the 24. You can see him chasing down the track. Looks like the 40 is going to almost get to the lead. PJ is going to have to get really tight on his bumper or his quarter panel to keep it. 10 laps on. You can see he doesn't want to give up the lead just yet. He wants to stay out front. That 76 is all over the 24, giving him a good shove. As here's the 8 car, the Wounded Warrior, with that beat in front end, somehow staying with this pack. His car is damaged heavily. I'm surprised he's up there with him like he is. Still trying to get that lead from the 24 though. He does not want to give it up. That middle lane is starting to lose cars though, but the 40's got a good shove by the 24. The 40's going to take the lead. Now it's going to be the 16's turn. Does he have help? The 40's going to go back up and help him. It looks like they're trying to decide which lane. 16's going to lose the help from the 40. Trying to figure out where they want to go. 40's now lap 11 of 70. Down the backstretch. That 40 is going to have the help of the 24, but here comes the 16 with a shove from the 46 and the 71. They're bumper to bumper, shoving each other. 16 is going to go to the lead. Now it's his choice. Does he want to go down in front of the 40? As there's a slow car on up top, looks like he gives way. Looks like the 16 is still going to stay high or stay in that middle lane with the 46. 40's going to get a run down the front stretch though. I think the 40's going to lead that lap, I think. You can see they're starting to kind of figure out, all right, who can shove, who can do this better than some other car. That middle lane starting to gather more cars in that bottom lane. When that bottom lane loses cars, it's going to get really difficult for them. The more cars you can get, the better chance that you have of going to the front. The 16's finally going to jump down to the 46, excuse me. He's going to go to the lead. That's going to give the 71 a chance. Can the 71 do what's been done so far? Is that 40's going to go back up to the middle lane? He might want the lead again. 16's going to get a huge shove from the 46. 40 and 46 almost touch though. Here comes that 40 again on the outside. He really likes that middle lane. That 71's not to his bumper like he needs to be, so he's going to have to drop back to him. You see, they're still trying to chase each other's tail most of the time. That 40 is going to go out to the middle lane again. 16 is going to go up to block him. That's going to leave the bottom lane open to the 46. Will the 46 take it? Nope, 16 is going to get a good shove by the 46. That's the one way you can shove. If you get with these Chevys, you have to line up a really odd way to be able to shove them down the front or in the corner or down the front stretch. Really shouldn't be shoving in the corners if you are. That middle lane still hanging there. It still says, I'm still here. Only has really 3 cars with them. Really 2 that are with them. But 16, 46, and the 40 probably going to play a little bit nicer here as that 71 is trying to find a spot in line. He just cannot get one though. So we got a lap car coming up here. 16 is still getting a huge shove from the 46 and the 40. PJ's just kind of lurking. The 71 finally gets in line. He's leaving the middle lane or bottom lane open. It's like he might be trying to get a draft from the car in front. That's 16 into the 46. The 46 is able to save it though. Will he get it? He's not going to get anybody coming up on the track. I'm not sure what that was. I think the 16 was trying to get a draft off that car. And when he shouldn't have really done that and came back down on the 46, that might leave the 16 a sitting duck here. it's PJ's choice. PJ is really playing the god right now. He says, all right, who do I want to shove? Who do I want to go far back here? PJ looks like he's going to try to take that middle lane, but here comes that bottom lane again, though. They're all getting the shove from everybody. Sixteen's going to go maybe back to third, maybe back to fourth here if he can't get in line. Like the 46 is going to come to the 16th rescue, though. The dude that almost wrecked him still wants to try to work that top lane with him. Look back a little bit here. That 16 still doesn't have much help, though. That bottom lane starting to get formed just a little bit more. 16's really, I mean, it's really a one-car show right now. He's not getting any draft from the 46. That 8 is trying to shove 46, though, to get him up there. I don't know if it'll work for him, though, however. Looks like the 76 is going to jump out here. Try his hand at the middle lane. As the 71's going to come with him. Try to look, decide, where do I want to go? 46 will finally find a spot in line. 40's still leading, though. He's made his way back up to the front. You can see those drivers are kind of fanning out just a little bit. All right, they're kind of looking at that middle lane. All right, what's it doing? The 16's really weaving in and out. Not sure if he was getting loose there, but he was fishtailing it around that whole try over there. We'll go on board with the 24, PJ Littrell, in his cockpit. Lap car, the 5's giving way up high to everybody else. He's keeping a very steady wheel. He's really trying to hold that yellow line there. Not get off of it very much. If he does, he's right back to the bottom of it. Gets a run down there, but you know, he's just kind of got to shove him. That's what, you know, if you do watch races and you're like, all right, why can't they just, you know, see in front of them? It's because all you see is the spoiler of the car. You can't see anything else in front of it. You have to rely on your spotter the whole entire time to say, all right, there's a wreck up here. There's something happening over here, because you just cannot see anything at all. As if PJ wants to make a move, he does have the 71 behind him. They're going to run, you know, pretty content here. Not really do much. I'm not sure why it's showing some drivers out when they're not. The 71's really moving around, though. He just can't keep it on the bottom like he needs to. Looks like that 8 is just trying to leave the top lane, but he's got nobody with him at all for help. He's having to say, all right, please help me up here. He's got no one with him. He's got this, that's the 76. That's the only car that's been willing to work with him. It's definitely going to hurt their fuel line. The 8's going to be shut down. He's probably going to go to the back, but the 16's going to pick him up, though. 16 maybe trying to get a middle lane going again. And, oh, they're starting to gain cars. That middle lane looked like it was picking up cars. They decided to out there. That 16 needs to find a way in. If he doesn't, he's going very, very far back from this pack. Because that 46 really seemingly can't decide. Does he want to run the middle? Does he want to run the bottom lane? He's unchanging. You know, every time we see him there. Looks like that 40's getting off the bottom just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit of air. I couldn't imagine he's overheating, though. They're still pretty even throughout the whole field. You're not really fighting each other. That 16's having a hard time getting that top lane going. He's just got nobody to work with him at all. If there's any pit stops here, I believe the 24 is going to come in. He's going to bring the 8 with him. 8's locking him up. Oh, he stays off of him, though. I saw the 8 locking him up just there for a little bit. PJ did stay out, so he was going to have to come in and pit sometime soon. So the 8's going to pit with him, though. So he will have a draft team partner. He's going to have to watch to not slide through their pits. They're both going to get in there pretty even. That's going to put the 16, 40 to the lead, actually. 40 will get a shove from the 71. 16's, I'll give the 16 a valiant effort. He's trying to make that top lane work. These lap cars are giving away, being very smart with what they're doing here. They're not getting in the other car's way. It looks like that's going to be the 46 that's going to come to pit road now. He'll duck down and come in, but he's all by himself. He's locking him up, getting there. You can see him wiggle with the brake bias on these cars. He probably has it set to the back more. When you start doing that, you really have to kind of work that wheel just a little bit to not spin out. So see, he gets in his pit stall clean. Slides it, but he gets in there clean. 40's going to retain the lead. That's going to be 7th, second. Eshel in third. Ian Martin 4th. And Ron Morse Jr. 5th. You've seen one caution. Now, I said that was probably going to be 2. You've seen one caution happen. And since then, it's been pretty clean and equal racing here at Daytona. I don't know why my chat's not updating. Excuse me. I was going to say, Chris, I don't know why my chat was not updating. There's some people that say it's out of the race and they're not. So, 71's really dodging. 71 might not be able to get back in line. It looks like he's probably going to be let back in. So he could have almost gotten turned from that 51. If that 51 did not let him in line, he was going to have a car rejoining the track. That's going to be, let's see who's that. That's going to be the number 6 of Andrew Shinonso. That 16 is just not having any help from anybody. He is just being left out to dry on that top lane. He tries to get it working, but nobody wants to go with him. And I kind of feel bad for him almost. He keeps trying, but it's just no one wants to do anything with him up there. He finally finds a place in line as everybody's going to come to pit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars having to fan out. The 3 dodges the 16. That was a good move by him. 40 touches the 71. Probably not going to be heavy damage though. It was a slight tap. Everybody gets on pit road clean there somehow. That 3 really had to fishtail. As the 3 gets into the wall, he has to back up. He overslid his pit heavily. That's going to give him probably a huge gap, as that's going to definitely hurt him here. As everybody's going to be coming off pit road probably way ahead of him. That's going to put who is it? That's going to put the 18 of Brandon Holder. First off, yes, he will be first, followed by Brad Neer behind him. Like these people pitted on lap 5, so they might be coming here relatively soon as I say that. The 5 has to dodge a lap car. Like he's got help from the 6 though. You see him really wiggling, trying to get him to brake super hard. Everybody's getting all they can coming down pit road. He was really getting on there. As he stops right in his pit stall. That'll put Seabrands to the lead, as he's going to have the 95 and the 04 behind him. As I can see, maybe this group comes together and pits, as they have also pitted on lap 5, so they're due for a pit stop also. So clean, there's the 16 who's not had anybody seemingly work with him the whole entire night. He's just been left alone. Lone Rangers, what the 16 has had to have been, as they're pitting now. The 95 comes in, following the 4. You see him locks it up again. Everybody's locking up their brakes, getting into pit road super hard. See if they both get a clean entry. Line 95 looks like he got a clean one. 4, see if he gets a clean one also. If he gets a clean one, that will put, now. That will shuffle everybody out. It's like that will put the 5. Oh, sorry, the 18. The car that's the Sim Stamp 5, but the actual 18 car on the track. Very confusing sometimes. So we'll get the lead. It's going to be only 2 cars though, so I think he'll probably end up having to get some help from people. I don't know who he can get help from though. That's the problem. Check a little bit here. So that'll actually put 95 back to the lead. That's not correct. No, it is correct then. I'm wrong. 95 is going to be the lead, as he comes out with the 04 and the And the Ford, so he's going to have a 3-car pack with him. Like, he pitted at the right time, but we'll look at PJ back here. He's got 5 cars with him. Ooh, the 3 gets loose into the wall. I don't know what happened there with him, but that's going to give him heavy damage. He's going to have to probably come in and use his fast car real quick. That's going to drop him out of the draft. He's going to have no help at all. This line can probably get lined up. They really don't need to race each other. If they can just stay right behind each other, they'll get a good shove. We've got a 2-car group here. The 18 and the 12 are going to shove each other. But it's kind of a 3-car breakaway here. James Meyer, Rick Severance, and Mark Mann, the 3-car tandem, all Chevys. They came in the latest of them all and pitted, but they all got out in a group. You can see the 18 and the 12 back there kind of just lurking. They may be able to catch him, but a little bit late if they do. They're doing a really good job of just staying in line with each other. Force coming off the bottom a little bit, maybe giving for a little bit of breathing air. Keep this engine cool just a little bit. I think though, 8, 10, 12 maybe gaining just a little bit on them, only being 2 cars though, but they're staying lined up, shoving each other's air most of the time. You can see they're gaining just a little bit. Look at PJ's group that he's leading back here. Like they're all really spread out, though they need to get bunched up. They're not getting much help here. As PJ's going to get the draft off this group in front of him, though. He's going to pick up the 71 and the 40 and the 10. I believe the 10 is, 10 is multiple laps down. Once he picks them up, he'll get a good line coming. See, there's really just packs of cars that are just running together. This is really all you can do at Daytona, is just run nose to tail as long as you can. And just shove each other. That's all you can do, is just shove. That's all you can do. I'm still going to have the lead here. He's going to come up on a group of 6. Oh, they've got nowhere to go, though. What are they going to do? They're going to have to slow down a little bit. Will he try to thread the needle? No, he's going to... they're going to give way. Smart, or good job by the 6 and the 8 car. Just give the leaders the room. Not cause any trouble for them. Let them go by, but that's going to slow them down. As at 18 and that 12 are slowly gaining on them. Because this is going to help them. They can stay behind these cars as long as they can and pick up just that little snip of draft. And that'll shoot them by them. As the A9 comes, A9 has to kind of dodge them a little bit. You can see they're gaining a lot of time, though, in this front pack. He's ran them down. They're starting to run them down very, very slowly. Tate, if you're still in here, I believe I had my chat just a little bit rolled back on accident. The 6 car is Andros Sonata, so it's not who you think it is. I don't believe there's a Vargas car out there. But they're picking up another driver. That's going to be the 8 that's going to fall behind him. But here come the 18 and the 12, though. They've caught their draft. Only being 2 cars, but they managed to catch up with them as they're going to go high. They're going to try to make their own middle lane. They might want to stay tucked in just a little bit longer, though, to get that little sniff of draft. But they're saying, all right, I just want to make it. Oh, this lap car is going to mess with them, though, just a little bit, but he gets out of the way in time. 6 drops back, though. It's going to hurt the 5 just a little bit. 6 is going to have to get right back up to his bumper if he wants any chance. They're making that top line work just a little bit. It's 2 against 4, so it's not going to be the greatest, but they can maybe make it work just for a little bit amount of time. Go back to the second group here. PJ and Ron Morris Jr. shoving each other, as PJ has a huge line of cars behind him. That is, I did not think he had that many, but he has a whole tandem running with him now. they can just stay in line with each other. They have a caution. I think I know what that was. I saw that car coming down the bottom. Let's see who that was there. Yeah, get a chopper review. I saw that car. I didn't think he was going to do anything. Let's see, what car number is that here? Looks like that is, who is that? 96, I think. Or 89? No. 98. Yeah, there is. I think it's a 98. I saw him. Oh, I thought he went down there on his own. Looks like he doesn't, though. See what happens here. I think he gets that. This is where the Chevys kind of show they're not that good at super speedway racing. As yeah, he gets hooked by the 8 just a little bit. Probably tries to overcorrect it and comes back up on track just barely. So he's probably gonna try to merge, and I guess he's gonna hit the 8 here. I can already see it happening. He clips the 8. 8 keeps driving though. It's like he doesn't even get hit. 98 goes around. That's gonna be, oh, the 71's dodging him. 71 gets into the wall. He'll probably end up fixing that, saving his fast repair. It's only gonna be really, I mean, that's a 3-car wreck, but not many cars had damage in that. So everybody's going to be fine. They're going to keep rolling. Try to bring in, see the 95 here. James Muir. He's in the Discord. Hey, James Mayer, this is Bryce in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Hey, yes, sir. I got you.
Man, it looks like you were having fun up there. I mean, it looks like, I'm guessing you have some teammates that you've managed to work out some stuff with, because y'all were running nose to tail for a good amount of time there.
Yeah, me and Rick, Mark, we run together. So we're working together there. We got good pit stops and pushing well together.
And is there anything like, I know it's a super speedway, but is there anything like specific that you're really trying to do, or do you just, I don't want you to have to disclose that? Are you just trying to really just stay clean till the end and save your fast repair? Or is there something special you're trying to do here?
No, that's it. Keep it clean. Try to be there at the end. I mean, if it goes green, nail the pit stops, and get lined up and hopefully get some good pushes in and run away with it.
Well, man, I'll let you go back to your team, and I'll keep watching the whole night. You all had a good group there, but yeah. I will hopefully see you in Victory Lane later, man.
I appreciate it. I hope so too. Like I said, we nail that pit stop, and we get hooked up together and pushing good. I think we'll be all right.
All right, bring you back to your team here. That was James Mayer who was leading there, but it's gonna be the 18 that's in the lead now. It's Brandon Holder. It looks like he's gonna come in pit now. Yeah, it looks like everybody's probably going to come in pit. He's probably just trying to get a little bit, extra fuel in his car, just stretching it just a little bit more. You can get just maybe 1 or 2 laps by just shutting your car off and letting them go. It's like PJ will be put back in as a leader here, though. I'll talk to PJ. To drag them all in. I don't know if I can drag him here. There's so many teams. I don't think I can. I want to get him in here though, for y'all to talk to him. I'll leave him here because he's got to go back to green. There's so many people in this, I just can't drag him into the Discord that I need to. So I'll probably just kind of hop in here. Just a little bit. It's like the biggest mover of the race so far is 17 of Andrew Shinatsu. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. He's up 17 spots from his starting spot. Everybody. Here's a 5. Well, the 5 probably just fixes damage. He's got a hood though again. It's going to be the 24 that leads into green. He's going to have the 7 of Kenneth Stamper shoving him down the line. It'll be Ron Morris Jr. to his outside. Ron will have Brian Bussard behind him. Green flag is in the air now. 24 is going to get a good jump. 7 is going to be tighter than the 11 on the 76, so that's going to give the 24 probably a good cushion. Here is that middle, or not middle, bottom lane's kind of not all together though. I don't want to be down there with them. That 76 is just falling back. It's take a little bit for that top lane to get going though. Somebody's ducking out here, but the 6 will just, 6 probably just wants to get out of there. He wants none of it. As the 46 with a beat-in front end is up here running with them all. There's this kind of a gaggle of cars back here in the back. Back here just a little bit. That 8's going to start leading that middle lane, followed by the 10 and the 6. They're going to go down to the bottom. 6 is going to follow him. 10's going to go back up, though. 8's going to kind of block him just a little bit. Look at the 11 here. It's like they're going pretty clean for the lead so far. No one's really made any drastic moves. They're a little bit past halfway now. 40's been up here almost the whole entire night. PJ's been sniffing the lead. But that middle lane's starting to gain a little bit of momentum here. Don't have many cars, but it seems like this middle lane's a super speedway. Somewhere. Now it's going to be a 2-car tandem though. That 40's still hanging tough with the 46 behind him. They're starting to get a whole line formed, however. That 16's going to jump up to the line and help him. That 46 has front end damage, but he's making it work because the 40's going to get past. He's going to be side by side by the 24. We saw the 40 take the lead from the middle lane before. So that 46 on the outside of the 40 comes up to block. Just to keep him behind him is interesting. They're all over each other. That 46 is really shoving that 40. That 40's now ahead. He's going to come down in front of PJ just in time. That's going to put Justin right out to the lead. He's been up here before. He knows how to lead here. You see cars just kind of darting in and out now, just trying to find, all right, where do I want to go in a lane? Is that bottom lane starting to pull away as they're just starting lining up here, shoving each other. Now it's going to be the 76 that's going to lead that. He's going to duck back in, though. He doesn't want anything to do with that. There's nobody in the middle lane. Everybody wants to lead here. Calm down just a little bit. I said there's going to be a wreck in 5 laps. Should not have said that. As we've actually had the 51 move up, and he's going to lead that middle lane. What number car number is that? That's the 51. Where is it? That's a different car number, excuse me. Some of these cars are stamped wrong. As that middle lane's starting to form now, everybody saw somebody go. They said, all right, I want to join this. Back here just a little bit in the field. Looks like that bottom lane has a lot of people lined up, though. I'm not really wanting to come off that bottom at all. That 51. Who is that 51? That's not the right car number, though. No, it is. He's a lap down, actually. So I was correct. 51 is Peyton Hubbard. So he's kind of up there saying, all right, I just want to kind of race around y'all. I want to be up here. I paid to be in this race also. That middle lane is starting to gain a little bit more. Cars now behind them. Bottom lane's holding strong, though. Middle lane has 5 cars, but that bottom lane has the numbers on them, so I don't think they'll be able to do anything for just a little bit longer. That 51, though, he's a lap down, but he's going to try to lead him here. Maybe trying to get his lap back and hope there's a caution. Go back just a little bit. Seems like there's another group that's broken off. The 5, 6, 95, 4, and I'm guessing, yeah, there's the 04. We're working together tonight. They might be right here saying, all right, we're just going to kind of save a little bit of fuel and stretch it just a little bit longer than everybody else here and coming in pit maybe a lap or two later. That middle line, middle of the top line, has just been working the whole entire night. Everyone's saying, I'll lead the way, it doesn't matter, I'm a lap down. You can just follow me and save fuel. That's one thing the leader has to worry about too. Whoever is in the lead is burning more fuel than all the cars behind them. Has to watch that. I think they'll have to come in and pit one more time here. Maybe the 40. 24 comes up just a little bit, almost into the 46. Sometimes when you enter the corner, the car just kind of, you have to chase it up there just a little bit, and that can be disastrous for some people. It can end up really bad for a lot of cars if it, especially if it's up in the front of the pack. 40 still getting a shove from the 24. That 24 has been kind of having to chase that 40 the whole entire night. Oh, somebody going into pit. That will be the 25 that on lap 1, so he had to come in pretty soon as they're darting around. The 76 looks. 51 was there though. Had to think twice. He said, all right, I'm going to go. And he said, oh, the spotter said probably he's outside, and he had to dart right back in. Couldn't make the move on him like he needed to. That bottom lane's starting to pull away, but that top lane, top to middle lane, I can see it probably gaining right back on him. But we've got a group back here, though, that has roughly about 5 cars. No, probably about 7 to 8 cars with them. They last pitted on lap. Yes, this was a group that came down a lap before we went green, so they have just a little bit more fuel than the cars in front of them. They've got pit stops here. It looks like that's going to be... Who was that went? I believe that was a 26 of Eckhart. Who was that went? Somebody went to pit. I'm not sure who that was that darted down. Here comes that middle lane, though. Like I said, they're coming back on the outside. Just like that middle lane just will not disappear for anybody. Once they get up there, they want to be up there. This is going to draw that bottom lane back to them, though. You can see them kind of back there in the distance. That will let them catch up to them. If you all are watching, this is the biggest stream we've had so far. So if you can share it anywhere, it's on Facebook at Ghost League, it's on YouTube at Ghost Racing Network. Share it to everybody you know. We're trying to grow this channel here. It's been pretty clean racing tonight. As I'm a one-man crew, so I have to do all the talking and pretty much all the production stuff that you all see here on screen. That top lane's coming, though, just a little bit. But 24's decided to stay in line with the 40, though. He's been pretty calm with them. We'll go in his cockpit just a little bit. You can see all he can see is just the front bumper of that car sometimes. You can't see anything in front of you, so if there's a wreck, especially... You can't see anything. I mean, you're just stuck behind that car. But I'm guessing that 24 is probably ducking out just a little bit to give the 40 is ducking out to give the 24 a little bit of cleaner on his front end to keep pulling up. We'll go back to 7 at Stanford. Now, this is where, you know, wreck happens. This is where you truly can't see anything in front of you because you've got 2 cars in front of you. You're relying on your spotter. All you see is their front bumper sometimes, or their back bumper sometimes. That's all you can see, nothing else. He sees that 51 coming up on him. He's having to lift, though. Someone's not being able to hold that line. I don't know who it is, but you hear him coming out of that throttle just barely. That's going to hurt him and the cars behind him some. Here comes that 51, though, on the outside lane. Not even up here really competing. He wants it, though. He's pulled the 46 with him. That 46 has been able to stay up here competitive with that heavy front end damage. Because of that 51 that's just decided to shove or be his draft partner. There's only 3 cars. I'm surprised they're staying up this close to the lead. There's only being 2, as there's 24 to go at the line. You can see that 40 is probably coming up to block just a little bit. He sees that middle lane. He's like, all right, I gotta go up just a little bit. That middle lane might be hurt here just a little bit by the 10 of Nathan Harper. He gets in the wall. He's just trying to stay out of everybody's way. DJ's still tucked in behind that 40 with the 70, 76, 27, 6 on him. But here comes the 16, the man that has had almost no help in the middle lane most of the night. He's going to fall in line with him. He wants to give another try, and the 89 has come back up front, where he had heavy damage earlier. the 51, the man that got shot to orbit, he's actually up here. That was actually, I didn't realize he was a car that got launched earlier. He used his faster car and got back in the race. So remain pretty calm. I can see them maybe getting a little bit antsy with just about, I say, within 10 to go. Cars start moving around. So they're going to go 3 wide with that lap car on the outside. Bottom lane does have a lot of cars with them, though. Go back to the 95. That 95, 04, and the 4 have been working together all night. They've caught this front pack just a little bit, and they can save just a little bit more fuel. They already have a lap on the whole field, so that can stretch it just a little bit more than them. When that happens, they'll be good to go. No, if they pit and they can all stay together, especially, you got to watch for a lot of brake lockup, though. They can pit and come out together. I could see these top 3 battling for the payout tonight. Or these 3 back here battling for the payout. That middle lane's still hanging tough, though. 40, 24, 7, 76, 27, 6. Still the same as before. That 11's really got the... He can choose whatever he wants. The 51 might get past the 40 here. That 51 and the 46 have been working together surprisingly well the whole entire night, it seems. If you all are still here watching the race, I want to see who you all want to win it. You got a loved one here, a friend, any family that you're watching the race, go and leave something in the chat here for me to read for y'all. I've got it pulled up so I can see whatever you say. That 51's getting a little bit antsy, though. That 46 is really having to chase him around now. Bottom lane, though, just really staying steady with each other's. Someone darts in line. That lap car blinking in front of him. So that bottom lane's still starting to come like a freight train now. They've got them all lined up. They're going to have to deal with this car that's going to stay high. They'll get out of the way for them as they come to 20 to go at the line. That top lane has been staying tough with them. I'm still looking at 5, 04, and 04, who have just stayed together the whole entire time. They haven't left each other's side, really. Just running back here saying, all right, we're just going to watch y'all race so far. Nothing big is going to happen. They're going to have to deal with that. 5 needs to get on the apron. He's going to get low now. Looks like he's kind of swerving. Didn't know where he needed to go. Almost bad for the whole front pack. Finally maybe get by the 40. It really doesn't matter. That'll get him his lap back for just a second. That bottom lane will probably come back and fight him for it. See, there's only been 3 or 4 cars. We have a caution on the track. See what happened here. I'm not sure. There was a wreck or something. Don't see anything big happening here. Not sure what that's for. I'm not getting a notification for a wreck. Guessing something had to have happened, though, in the field. So something definitely happened, but it said yellow flag, so it's kind of a guess. Kind of a guess to me what happened back there. That 40 is going to get the lead, though, followed by the 46 and the 24. 89, 7, 76, 15, 11, 94, and 04. I believe this will put everybody on the same stop, though. This is going to be sprint to the finish. Well, not really sprint to the finish. Once everybody comes to pit, I don't think they're going to have to pit again here for them. So once they come down pit road, it's probably, all right, whoever wants to work with me, better work with me now. I'm not going to take any friends anymore. I'm still looking, though. I think this 95, 04, and 4 are going to be the group to mess with. They've been working together the whole entire night. We'll watch them come down pit road here. Oh, here they come down pit road. I can't see anybody staying out. See everybody coming. The 40 will lead them down. Looks like everybody's coming in, it seems. Almost the whole field will follow them. I can see maybe 51 staying out. He pit on lap 52, so he will. He's already down pit road. I believe he gets his lap back here. We'll bring in 40 if he's in here. Don't believe he is, though. So let's choose. Who do I want to pick? Who do I want to pick? If I would pick... I'll pick Darian Sells. Let's see what he's running at. Darian Sells, he is still in pit lane though. He's gonna get a damage fix. Alright, who's better? Let's see another candidate for this. I'll pick PJ actually. Hey PJ, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. I got you, Bryce.
All right, man. So, I mean, how's your race gone so far? I saw you being up there really the whole entire night. Is there anything like you're going to try to do within these last 20 laps here?
Yeah, right now I'm going to try to save some fuel. It's going to be close to the end on this pit stop. So, got to keep my eye on that. Hopefully, we can stay green to the end. But, yeah, I've been fortunate enough to run up front. I didn't pit on the that first caution we had, so I had to pit by myself, but somehow I made it through and didn't get a lap down, and I maintained here up front. So it's been a good race so far.
And it seems like you've been, I mean, you've been really having to chase that 40. So do you think if it comes down to the last lap, you'll make a move on him? Because you've just been behind him the whole entire time.
Yeah, I'm trying to save fuel behind him. I didn't want to be the lead car, so just trying to let him kind of manhandle the field there and use his fuel up versus mine. So, but yeah, when the time comes, buddy, we'll get him.
All right, man. Well, I hope to see you in victory lane here tonight, or at least get a payout at least at this track. But I'll drag you back to your team here. So, that was PJ Literal. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. I'm not sure if I am. His last name at least. When they come to green, it'll be 17 to go. It'll be the 17:46, 24:89, 7:64, 04. But it's like at 95 though, they've been broken up from that pack just a little bit. I know they're gonna want to try to get back together. He wants his friends that he's had. I'm really not sure about this 46 up top though. He's got that front end damage, so it's going to create just a little bit of drag for everybody. I don't know if he can lead. He might be better as a follower, it seems. PJ did say it's going to be very close on fuel, and if you do, I'm a person who, even in a normal race, I'm cutting off my car and coasting. If you can pick up maybe a lap of fuel just by doing that the whole entire time, and especially if you're not leading and you're behind them, you can stretch it by maybe 1 or 2 laps here, as they're going to be going green though. The 40 will have the 89 behind him. He's going to wait to go. He's going to get a good jump, but that's going to leave him kind of a sitting duck though. 46 is going to tuck in. 24 is going to tuck in. Everybody seems like they're going to tuck into that bottom lane. I think they know they can't make it. They might be close on fuel, so they might just be trying to save as much as they can. All right, we got to save here just a little bit, as that 11's going to come down in front of the 4. Oh, the 95, 04, and 4 are almost all back together, though. The group has been working together the whole entire night, have found their way back to each other. We're broken up just a little bit from that pit stop. Looks like that 4 is going to lead that middle lane for just a little bit. He's going to probably try to get up to the 7 car here. As the 89 is going to duck out. Think about it. He'll kind of run middle of the track as he has to make a choice here. Does he hop up in front of that 4 or does he stay bottom lane? That 4, here comes the 4, 04 and 95. The group has worked together the whole entire night. They're going to pick up 3 cars, it seems. They're going to pick up the 7 and the 16. 16's not had luck on his side, it seems. Had nobody to work with the whole entire night. So he has front end damage. I guess he was in the caution then. Had front end earlier though. They come down the backstretch at 7. Then shoved to lead. He's gonna have to really kind of say, all right, what am I gonna do now here? 4 and 95. They've been working together the whole night. I keep on repeating that, but they've just been working together. They found their way up front. This PJ's probably saving just a little bit more fuel running in the back of this pack, just a little bit, not a lot though. This middle lane has hung tough the whole entire night. They've not let that bottom lane pull away from them at all. You can see them all over each other. We have the car blinking. That's a 16. That might be trouble for people if they can't tell where he is, though. Look at, let's see, Casey Presley. I'll go back to Hubbard here. He was on the lead lap. This man was sent to the moon and back, and he's still on the track trying to race for money. He did have a fast repair, so he probably did use that when he got launched to orbit. NASA needs to hire him to go. Save a lot of fuel. Let it get up there. We've got a car duck. We've got a wreck. The 04, the 7. They're going to save it and come back up on track. Oh, no, this is going to end up bad. I'm not sure what happened there. We'll see what happened there. Go back just a little bit. Oh, there's a caution. We'll go live here. Crash. Oh, yep, they come back up on track. The 7's wiggling it. 16 into the 76. They spin. 40 into the 76. He spins, locks it down. Looks like he doesn't have heavy damage, though. I think he saved his fast repair. We'll go back just a little bit here. I think I know what happened with the 4. And with the 4 going through the grass. Not cockpit, chopper, excuse me. I believe just as a tribal bump here. Now the 40's coming up. Gets in. No, that's a net code. Looks like they. No, 40's kind of squeezing them forward into the 7. 04 makes it through. 46. Oh, I don't know how he stayed off him. The 7 goes through the grass. The 4 goes through the grass. And the 40 later on gets into it again. 7 comes up on the track. That's kind of, not his fault, trying to avoid it. And then he spins. Luckily, it looks like there's heavy damage for cars here. But that's going to put the 04 Mark Mann to the lead. That'll put the 95. These two have been working together. But the lone man that they were working with now has surprisingly no... Oh, how does he not have front end damage? Looks like he doesn't have really... Oh, he does have rear end damage. Oh, he might have to use his fast repair here to fix his car. It's 12 laps to go. Just chooses what he wants to do. People may come into pit, however. So I'll probably end up dragging the... Let's see who that car is in third. That's not the car in third. Who's in third? 27. Ah, these cars are not stamped right, so it's so hard to figure them out. See if Peyton Hubbard's in here. I'll bring him in here. The man that was shot to orbit earlier in the race. Let him get his pit stop in. He's going to be a little bit harsh coming down pit road. He's on the lead lap, though. He's only got 4 other cars with him. Looks like once he gets done with his pit stop, I'll drag him in here with me. Hey, Peyton, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, you were sent to orbit earlier, and look at you. You're still in it with them. It's kind of dumb to ask you, but how's your night been so far, racing with us?
Yeah, it's that was crazy. In car was kind of crazy. It sent me over the barrier, so it immediately sent me to tow. But I've gotten my lap back, so we're in a pretty good spot.
I mean, so let's see. It's going to be, I think, 9 to go, if I'm correct. Can you clear me up on that? Or...
yeah, I've got, I'm on lap 60, so it looks like we've got this one 10 more.
All right, man. So, I mean, it's 10 to go. I mean, do you think stuff, or it'll be 9 to go when we go to green, do you think stuff is going to pick up here, or are they going to remain calm? And, like, what are you going to try to do within these last closing laps?
Really just try and stay at the bottom, because the top gets kind of dicey, and if there's a crash, you probably got a better chance of at least getting out of the way, but we're just going to kind of stay back here and see what happens.
Well, man, I mean, you've been put into orbit. You've had to fight from being a lap down. I mean, I'll move you back to your team or to your chat, but I hope to see you, or at least with a payout. But I'll give you good luck. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen because you've been shot up in the air, but I hope everything goes good for you, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks. We'll see what we can do.
Oh, where'd he go? That was Peyton Hubbard, the driver of the 51 car. The dude literally got shot into orbit earlier in the race. He's still on the track with a lap down. Had to get it back, and he managed to. We'll go up front, though. The 04 and the 95. They've worked together the whole entire night, but do they play nice here? You can really see something getting dicey within probably 5 to go. I think they'll play nice for a little bit. Their teammate, he's got a whole group of cars ahead of him. Looks like he didn't use his fast repair. He was able to fix most of his damage, though. So I think he will be fine. It was pretty calm early on. Everybody just started wrecking. I was like, oh no. If y'all don't mind, before we come to green, if you can drop just a subscription down there for us, that'll help us grow a channel. I'll be doing more races for HSR in the future. So you'll see me back here, be same place on Facebook, Ghost League on same place on YouTube, same place on Facebook. It'll be Ghost League on Facebook, Ghost Racing Network on YouTube. You all do know anybody that needs races broadcasted, I will do it for them if I have time. But we're coming to the green flag here. The 95 is going to be pushed by PJ. The 04 is going to have the 7 of Stamper behind him. So what do they do here? They've worked together the whole entire night, as I think there might have been something worked out there for the 04 to get a good jump and come down to the 95. They probably wanted to work something out and not kill each other. That 7 is going to have no help from behind, though. He's going to go probably back to 5th, maybe even 6th. He had a chance to get down a line, but he decides not to take it. Look back here. We got the middle lane going a little bit farther in the pack. The 98 of Martin will lead that as they go 3 wide. The 40 making his way up through it. He wants up there. He had that accident earlier. He wants to get back up front. He's been up front the whole entire night, using both lanes to get up there with the help from multiple people, though. Looks like that bottom lane has kind of gotten in order now. 40's going to shove that 98, though. He wants to go. 7's going to hop up in front of him. He'll lead that middle lane. So people are going to have to start choosing. All right, which lane do I choose? PJ has a choice. Does he want to stay bottom? Does he want to go middle? They're trying to 7's trying to side draft that 46 really hard coming off that corner. Come down the back stretch. They're all fanning out just a little bit, but look who's... Oh, the 89 is going to get turned. He'll go through the grass. He'll stay green here. That's probably going to kill his chances unless there's a caution. But look who's made their way up here very silently. The 4 is coming back to his teammates. He says, guys, I'm here. I'm going to make it back up there. He's been running that bottom lane the whole entire time. 7's hanging tough on the 24, not letting him get away at all. If they can get more people on that middle lane, I can see within 5 laps, this 95 is not going to play nice with each other. Because that 95, if he wants to hop up right now, he better do it. Here comes the 7, getting a shove from the 98 all over him. The flat front of the Toyotas shining here, being able to shove that Chevy Camaro. Little bit calm. That middle lane saying, I'm still here, I'm not going away, as they're fanning out off the corner. This is where Shoving's going to get a little bit more aggressive, though. That middle lane's picking up just a little bit more people, but they're starting to slowly fall. Sorry, they're starting to fall back ever so slightly. They gain it in the corner, but they lose it on the straights. They can stay nose to tail. They'll have a good shot here. entire night. He's been top 3 car the whole time. That middle lane gaining ever so slightly. They're starting to lose some. Oh, there's going to be a wreck. 6. They're going to stay green, though. Someone got loose off the corner. Oh, they're going to merge. Oh, no, don't do it, 6. Don't do it. Oh, I don't know how the 6 did not wreck getting back up there. You can see his tail, or the tail of his car really hanging out there. Almost saw his ass. There's a huge wreck. 95. Flipping. 98. Huge crash in the back. That's going to collect multiple cars. A 7, 11, 98, 40. Huge crash up here, collecting multiple cars. See what happened. It's already happening up front here. Stamper looks like he gets a bump and it just goes all wrong from there. They go into the corner. Let's see what happens here. I'm guessing it's probably a bump draft gone wrong. You cannot hit in the corners. Oh, it looks like PJ actually comes up and taps him just a little bit. That puts him into the 98, right in the, or 95, right in the path in the 98. 98 gets sandwiched. 95 is flipping upside down. 51 gets involved. Should had a hard night the whole time. Loses his front end. 7 comes back down the track in front of the 4, the 8, the 5. 5 gets it barely. The 6 gets it also. Oh, wait. I'm surprised how that 6. Oh, 6 did get nicked right there. Thought he almost made it through that wreck. That was a huge crash, though. They decide, do they come down pit road, or do they just save as much fuel as they can? PJ said it would be close on fuel. I don't see them coming down. Unless you know absolutely for sure you cannot make it this time. That's knocked out cars that were working together. At 95, he has his fast repair in his pocket. He's going to use that. I don't think the 4... Actually, the 4 does have his... He doesn't have much damage. I thought he was in the wreck car. That 51 has no hood, though. Can maybe see him coming back down if we can see... He does not have any spoiler damage, but he doesn't have a hood, so he probably has engine damage. He might be kind of a blockage right here. We'll bring the 04 of man in. He's in the Discord. I don't believe he is. He's not in here, so I'm not... Oh, he is. I need to undeafen, please. I'll message him to undeafen. I want to talk to him, but he's got his Discord deafened right now. I don't think I can do anything about that. That sucks. Man, it's been up here all night. Really not all night. He's been working with them, though. I wish I could... I can't get him to unmute. It sucks. I'll bring in the 40s right out in here. Right out is not. I'll bring in... Let's see what I can bring in. I'm gonna bring in the 8. I'll bring, if he's in here, I'll bring him in. You got somebody cheering him on. Hey Braxton, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man? Braxton, you got a copy?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man. So, you got somebody cheering you on in the chat. How's your night gone so far?
It's been a rough one, that's for sure. For a couple cautions that's happened throughout the race, I've been in a lucky dog position, but it's not giving the lucky dogs. I haven't gotten a contact or anything. I haven't touched anybody when a caution happens. So I don't know what's happening. I believe that the lucky dog is off because of how the session was made. So them giving me the wave around there for that last, not this caution that just happened, but the one before that, to get my lap back really helped me out. Charged to the field there, went 3 wide and whatnot. I believe I held my line and I was as far down as I could go, and then a guy just came down on me coming out of 4. But just trying to get to the front here, and glad we missed that wreck, and now we're up here. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully, starting on the bottom will be good. I know starting on top's usually better in these situations, but we'll see what we can do here.
Well, man, I'll let you go. You've got Chris cheering you on though, so hopefully you can put it on for Chris. With looks like it's gonna be 2 to go when we get to a line again.
Yes, sir. That's my dad. He's always in the chat. I appreciate him a lot, and appreciate everybody else that's tuning in and supporting.
All right, man. I'm gonna drag you back to your room now.
Appreciate it, man.
It's gonna be a shootout here. They're gonna come to the green flag with 2 to go. That 46 with the heavy front end damage though. If he, man, I don't know what's gonna happen. That 46, I don't think he can really be shoved though. He just can't go anywhere. As that 51 has no hood. Oops, sorry, no hood. But he's still up here. The green flag's in the air. 46 is gonna get an even jump. He'll be even with the 04. 40, that 40's up here again as that middle lane though. Everybody's leaving that bottom. They know it's gonna work. Who's gonna go where? This is a choose your lane, really. Where do you want to go? This is where things are gonna get a little hectic. They're gonna go 3 wide with the 8 in the middle. The 76 down low. The 8 is gonna say bottom. He says, I'm gonna go middle lane now. He's gonna be shuffled back just a little bit. That's not the right one. As he's got help though, the 6 is gonna jump up in front of him. That is the 12 car actually. That 40's back in the lead though. As that middle lane the whole night, it's been working. 6 is gonna have the lead. The 04 is gonna be shoving him. He's fighting. There's gonna be white flag in the air. They're gonna wreck. There's gonna be a caution thrown. It might be a 2-car race. Huge wreck. Looks like that's gonna be between the 40 and the 6 though, it seems. This is really gonna be an old-fashioned drag race. A Chevy between a Ford. Unless that 76 can get up there and help them, this is really going to be who can keep their foot on the pedal. They go down the backstretch here. They're going to be side drafting each other. I can see these two beating and banging off each other real soon. They come out of 3 and 4. The 40 and the 6 or 12, they're all alone. What's going to happen here? 2 drivers coming down the line at a super speedway. The 40 is going to nudge the 6 up. It's going to be the 40 at the line, followed by the 12, 76, 04, and maybe the 25 as he might have gotten turned by somebody. I think he may have. I think he might have gotten turned. I'm going to go rewind that just a little bit. I think he was turned by the 04. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. So we'll see from the 04's view. Cockpit, I think he may have just turned him. 8 comes up to block 4. He just doesn't get off him. I believe Braxton does win money though. I think it's top 6 payout if I'm correct. I'll show you all this huge wreck that happened earlier. Go back to the white flag. We'll see what happened here. They're going 3 wide, so the tribal never works here. I'll get a chopper view of what happens. 8. Ford just kind of pinches the 8. 46 gets wrecked. 5 gets wrecked. 24, 51, 89 shoots the gap almost. Makes it through Ron Morris. They're just wrecking everywhere at that point. No one knows what's happening. Cars are just sliding everywhere. We'll go live. We'll look at the 40. Who's parked on track. He'll win that race. That was a very weird finish almost. As I'll bring in... Let's see what I bring in. I'll bring in the 3rd place car, Ron Morris Jr. He's still on track. don't believe he is though.
I'm in here. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. I mean, how did your race go? That was a crazy finish.
Yeah, man. It was a fun race. I ran mostly up top 10 all night. I didn't qualify good because I got on the track late and I didn't get my second lap in, and kind of got lucky and drove through on that first wreck.
Hey, man, I mean, that was just crazy. I mean, y'all reckon coming to the white flag, and then it was really just a 2-car battle after that. I mean,
Yeah, hold on. I can't hear you. Andrew's talking.
all right.
Let me just get out of here. All right.
I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, y'all reckon coming to the line. I mean, I saw you. It looks like you barely managed to squeak by it, though.
Man, I don't know how I drove through that. I had a few wrecks tonight that I just got lucky and was able to drive through. So, ended up not using my fast repair. I had that left if I needed it. But yeah, man, it's a fun race. A lot of fun.
Well, I mean, is there anybody that you want to thank tonight? Any promotions that you want to put out for your stuff? Because I know you do promote stuff on this channel every now and then.
Yeah, man, I got a race coming up. July, is it the 16th? It's called the Little Kahuna. It's $10 entry fee. It's paying back. It's paying good money. I wish I had my flyer open up. Just check it on the Discord. It's $10 entry fee. It's paying good money, but the winner gets a free entry. I mean, it's a paid entry into the big Kahuna. Is going to be coming up 3 to 4 weeks after. It's going to be $100 entry fee. It's going to pay big money, and I'm paying way back, like at least 10 spots. So, you get into that race, you're going to have a good chance to make back some money. So, the winner's going to be somewhere between $1,000 and $1,500. So,
wow.
yeah, that and just my Ron's race paints. I do paint jobs. If anybody needs one, reach out to me. But yeah, just check out ronmorrisracing.com or go to my Discord or get a link to it from here. I'll be promoting the heck out of that race here. I've already got some signups already in, and usually those super speedway races at Daytona, you don't have any problem filling those up usually.
Oh yeah, it seems like speedways are good points or
yeah, I think we'll get. I'm gonna take up to 60 entries on that, and or I'll take more than that, and I'll do heat races. But the more I get, the more it's gonna be paid out. So, it'll be fun.
All right, man. What room were you in before? Because I'm not really sure. I'll take you back to that one.
Oh, I can get out. I got in here to the broadcast. I'm about to disconnect anyway. I got some stuff to go do. But thank y'all for broadcasting. I look forward to watching these usually when I get back to work on my lunch break. So
thanks, man. It's pretty hard being a one-person crew, but I'm trying to make the best of it.
I hear you, man. Well, good job, man. Y'all have a good night.
You too. That was Ron Morris Jr., the third place. Wait, that's qualifying results. Let me pull up the race results for y'all. That was Ron Morris Jr., the third place car. We'll bring in Brad Neer, the second place car. Hey, Brad, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
I mean, how'd your night go? That was a really weird finish. I mean, it was between you and the 40 at the end. I mean, how'd your race go overall? It seems.
I think, Brandon and I, we're teammates, and, our plan was to fall to the back. And, these races usually go better. A lot of guys just didn't know where they were at on the track. I mean, had no clue where other cars were at. And it was just, I really would have liked to have been able to race it to the green. But I got to thank the 40 car for racing like he did. I mean, I was trying to run me up, and, it was a good race. I'll take second any day. It's just I wish the racing would have been better.
Yeah, I mean, man, once y'all wrecked, I was like, man, this is just gonna be an old school who can drag race each other around the whole track, and the 40 at the end just squeezed you up just a little bit, and I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna get that there. But I mean, you were definitely close. It was a 20.022 at the line, so it was a very close finish between you all, though.
Well, and he did what he was supposed to do, because I had the run coming out of 4, and then he hung right there on my left rear fender and pulled me back to him. And like I said, I thanked him in the race for racing that way. I mean, that was just a great chess match. But if I had to do it over again, I maybe should have tried to tuck in behind him, and back off a little bit down the back straightaway, and try and mount a run that way. But like I said, he drove a great race. The way he raced me, it was he deserves the win.
All right, man. Well, is there anybody you want to thank before I put you back to your team?
Yes, sir. I want to thank BK Paints putting the best looking cars on the track, and Glovebox Motorsports, and teammate Brandon Holder, and the guys for putting this on, and you guys for broadcasting it.
And it's a one-man crew, so I'm trying to really toss up a lot. I'm trying to get a little bit better here, but thank you for that. For that.
Yes, sir. Look forward to go back and watching it.
All right, man. I'm gonna put you back to your team now.
All righty. Have a good evening, sir.
You too. That was Brad Neer, the third or second place car, and we have Justin in here. He's had him on his mic muted. I'll unmute him now. Hey, Justin, this is Bryce in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Man, that was a crazy finish. I mean, you were up front the whole night, though. I was kind of watching you. I mean, how did your race go overall?
Well, I was surprised I got the pole. So once I took that, I figured I'd just stay out front and try to stay out front anyway. Then I don't know what lap it was. A lap car took me out, so I started in the back again and came back up to the front, and the caution came out again where I collected a bunch of cars and was involved in that. So I had to use my quick repair and start in the back again. But made my way back up there. I was just so surprised that, working on the outside by myself for most of that race, when someone did get underneath me, I was able to maintain with the leader up front. So, and a lot of people weren't able to do that for whatever reason. They weren't just timing the runs or whatever it was. But once I got to the bottom and other people on the outside of me, they weren't able to stay with me midway through the corner, and I was kind of worried about that because I was able to do that when I was on the outside. So it all worked out. I wanted to be on the outside that last restart because there was just nowhere to go on the inside, and I had to make a move quick, and then I had to go 3 wide right out in the first corner. What's name had the guy starting in second. He had damage in the front, so I had to make my move to the outside soon, and then just chaos happened after that. It was just a mono race after that, and I was kind of surprised that he didn't pass me. Trevor didn't pass me on the outside that last lap, but I was able to keep my car sucked up to his and slow him down, and fortunately came out with the win.
Yeah, man. The second place car, Brad Neer, he was actually saying that was a very good racing at the end. I mean, you could have beat each other's bumpers off. He was like, man, he did what he needed to. He was really getting on my quarter and just really. I mean, you were pulling him back, and I knew it was going to come down to, all right, who's really got the good line here. And I had saw you, and to go back on earlier in the race, I had saw you work in that middle lane, and you were able to work it pretty good. And you seemed to go up there a lot more than other people did.
Yeah, it's just all about the timing of coming down and taking the air off those cars on the inside, but you have to do it at the right time, and then you have to get back off of it at the right time. And during the race, a lot of cars would get down there and suck off suck the air off the other cars from below, but they would just stay there. They wouldn't get back off it, and so that's where they made this mistake. But a lot of luck goes into these races anyway, so usually it's a wreck fest. Tonight was okay. It was fun, and I want to thank everybody that you up in the booth, and the admin's always having a hard job, and people that came out to the race. It was a good time.
Yeah, man. This Ghost Racing Network is, I mean, just started, and we've only got one broadcaster. I mean, and it's me, so I'm trying to put on a good quality for y'all whenever I do it, because I'll be doing more races for HSR in the future.
Yeah, you did a good job, man.
I mean, before I let you go, is there anybody that you want to thank, shout out in the chat, or anything like you want to plug here?
Yeah, my team, we race in a different league, JW Racing. I'll go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors since I used them on the car tonight, Rogue Energy. If you go to the website, www.rogueenergy.com, and use coupon code JW Racing, you'll get a little money back. Saloon Door Sports, Mard Mechanical, Maxon Industries, and Rufus Sport MMA. They've been with us all season and been some really good sponsors and helped out the team quite a bit. So other than that, thank you guys, and thanks for everybody putting this race on.
All right, man. I'm going to put you to a team now, but that was a very good interview.
Thanks, man. You guys have a good night.
You too. That was Justin Rideout, the man who won the race. He was working that top lane the whole time. So we'll go back to the see this wreck here again for y'all. Get a good view of it here. Still a big crash. I can't believe all this happened. You can see they're already going 3 wide. That 8 comes down. I'm not sure it came down. Let me see, it came down again. I don't know if that's really anybody's fault though. It's like 8 comes down. He kind of gets pinched, and everybody's in the wreck after that. Nobody's really able to dodge it, and then we'll get a finish. 40 and the 12 just racing side by side. I'll get you a little bit of a finish line here. This is just the old school drag race at this point. It was whoever wanted it more. Try to get you a good view here. Good view I can get y'all. I'll give you this chopper view once they come to the line. This at this point is just a drag race. Who wants it more? Slow it down just a little bit for you. So you can see the 40 comes up, kind of gives a 6 just a little bit of a tap to slow him down. Clean racing though to the end. 40 edges the 6 or the 12 out for the win. We'll go over the results here. Justin Rideout first, Brandon Neer second, Ron Morris Jr. third, Mark Mann fourth. The 89 of Trevor Oceanroth fifth, sixth Braxton DeWeese, seventh Darius Sells, 8th Dale Adamson, 9 Peyton Hubbard, 10th Michael Eckhart, 11th Brandon Holder, 12th Kerry Whitaker, 13th PJ Littrell, 14th James Mayer, 15th Rick Sebring, 16th Brennan Pratt, 17th Casey Saltek, 18th Kenneth Stanford. Go down here just a little bit for y'all. 9th Brian Buster, 20th Ian Martin, 21st Danny Eshelman, 22nd Nathan Harper, 23rd Andrew Shinatso, and 24th Derek Raleigh. Well, that was a race at Daytona with a very odd finish there. Everybody's just kind of, at the end, they just wanted something to do. They huge crash at the end. And that was HSR race. I think it's top 6 get payout. And if you all are still watching, you can put our name around. We're just starting out. We're really new. I'll be doing more races for HSR in the future. If you can drop the subscription, go give us a like on Facebook, share our page. I'm trying to get more races and pick them up. But I hope you all did enjoy as I'll roll an ad. And I will get out of here. This is Bryce Coburn who will be checking out after this ad plays for y'all. Have a good night.